Welcome, adventurers, to what usually is Zealand, but tonight we are doing a D&D 5th edition one-shot. I am your DM, Matthew. We are joined by Gabe.
Hello.
Mitch.
Hello.
RP Sarge.
Hello.
Jesse.
What's up?
Chloe.
Chloe.
And Todd.
Hey.
So tonight, as I said, D&D 5th edition one-shot, we are doing an adventure called Invasion of the Planet Tarrasques, or as the group has called it, Tarrasic Arc. They all have made level 20 characters, spent painstaking hours today making it. And yeah, pretty interesting party layout you guys will see. So without further ado, we will start right away. For a brief history lesson, because everyone loves those, the Sword Coast is a part of Faerun, the main realm in 5th edition. Sword Coast is known all around the world as where you can find monsters of power, where you can find towns of prosperity. Most of all, you can gain riches and glory by adventuring here. It has its own fair shares of demons, devils, monstrosities, anything that can just wipe away the earth in a few weeks. And on the Sword Coast, while there are a few towns, the biggest one is known as Waterdeep. Waterdeep is almost a metropolis in the Sword Coast. Many different wards that range from government buildings to military trial wards, even just the common adventurers. And we will start in the Castle Ward, a ward which is almost next to the docks. From there, many adventurers come and go from this ward. Many shops are here that cater, and we start in one of the most well-known taverns in the realms, the Yawning Portal. The Yawning Portal is a 3-story tavern, filled to the brim with different adventurers from different walks of life. So when you enter, there's not much racism here unless you're a drow, but that doesn't matter. And as we look around the tavern, we see many different styles of groups. We see groups of 4, groups of 10, but almost in the middle of the tavern, we see a group of 6 drinking, eating after a hard-fought victory.
But we didn't pay for this food.
You did not, because you are such high-ranking adventurers.
I talked him into giving it to us for free.
Of course. I would like you to go around the table, giving me a brief description of your characters, starting with
names.
And your names, starting with Gabe. What is your character name, and what does she look like?
My character's name is Bob. Generic male wizard. I'm bad at this. Next person.
Thank you. Mitch.
My name is Kenneth. I am also human. Kind of light, open robe, white shirt underneath, some tan pants, bright red hair, kind of messy on the top, but with a high ponytail that comes up in a big plume that leads down to about my mid-back. No weapons to speak of, but I have a couple potions on me. I've got some fancy shoes and just accoutrement here and there. And I'm playing a Way of the Astral Self monk from Unearthed Arcana.
I'm playing a tiefling. He's dressed in a nice little vest with some adornments on it. You see some nice silver buttons going down it. And he's more dressed kind of in some fineries. Trousers, looks tailored, and venturing boots, got some wear on it. You see a rapier at his side, and He has kind of a darkish blue coloring to him, with glowing amber eyes, and his horns are kind of the same darkish blue, blackish color, but they almost look like they have like a polished look to them.
Did you say your name?
I did not, because I need to look it back up again. I just came up with it, so come back to me for the name part.
For sure.
I am playing a human paladin, Oath of Redemption. His name is Favra Tomo. Favra Tomo. It is adamantine plate armor. You see a shield on his back, kind of shiny, a little shimmery, probably. Things here and there, obviously it's an adventure. Knight in shining armor, they don't adventure. They don't do anything. He's got short-ish hair, like mid-length, kind of actually black, just kind of a tannish look. Don't really see a weapon on him because redemption. But yeah.
Okay, so my character's name is Kana. She'd be about like 5 feet tall. She has a very like purple blue skin tone, and then her hair, it goes from a darker blue slowly to a lighter blue to white tips, so about like shoulder length, and it's waves of water. She's a water genasi, so she has literal water for hair. Her eyes are just a pale blue, and she wears very Asian-inspired robes, almost like a short kimono of like deep purple with like little waves on the ends and everything. She has like on like the thingy right here for kimonos.
Sash.
I don't know what it's called.
Sash.
Just a ribbon.
It's like a ribbon thing.
It's a ribbon.
And on it is a infinity symbol, and she has a pearl necklace, and she has a mace. Anyway,
So, did you say your name?
Kana.
Tom. Cool. And then Todd.
I'm Athel, a half-elf warlock, male. He's about 5'8", and he's got copper hair, short crop, green eyes, bright green eyes, and his skin looks like a tan human, but it's also got kind of a permanent sheen to it. And he's wearing just like super basic traveling clothes, like just brown and
Go on, don't mind it, he's being stupid. That's all.
Get the giggles out.
but they're worn and not really dirty, but he's like just shy of looking like a hobo.
I'm noticing a consistent theme with your characters.
I make him a
They're all hobo-esque.
That's great. Oh, he's just got it's homo chic. But he's got a very intricate looking longbow strapped to his back. No, he doesn't. It's in some sort of other dimension.
Scratch that part.
Yeah. So you don't see a fancy bow, but he does have a rapier at his side. But yeah, that's it. He's not wearing armor or anything.
I remember my character's name. So my character's name is Contrition.
Contrition. Okay. I have it down correct. Okay.
I did not.
At least one of you did.
I is good player.
I'm saying name like I don't know. I'm like, well,
I
okay.
had consternation down, which is a completely different.
It's like, that's Constitution.
Too much time spent on words with friends.
So, as you guys are all here, drinking your various drinks, eating your various food, you guys just came back from a mission regarding regarding some lich up in the northern mountains, easy enough for you guys to take down. But with coming back, you have heard of tales of a newer party that has just left Waterdeep, but they recently went underneath Waterdeep, where there is a dungeon known as Under Mountain, but it's not a mountain. It's weird. Under Mountain, correct. And this group of adventurers have recently went through and basically made it open to the public more than not.
They found a place that we didn't clear out like the 5 times we've been down there.
I know, right?
Surprising.
How did we miss that?
Bad
By perception rolls.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I only have a 2 in perception. I'm not making those.
Plus 10.
Yes. While you guys are drinking, eating, conversating, commotion is heard outside as basically everyone looks outside the doors. Even some adventurers standing up, pulling out their weapons. As a human male seems to walk in, he doesn't seem to look hurt. He seems to look confused. Looks around, and behind him come in 40 GIF. GIF are these 5-foot-tall hippopotamus people.
We just watch as
Just follow behind him. It's a big tavern.
They're all very hungry.
This has got to be against fire code for this tavern. Like, what's the maximum allowed occupancy for safety?
This is a big building.
You'd be surprised considering the yawning, since an entrance to the Underdark is like in this place. It's probably a couple million occupancy if you include down there. True.
Yeah.
So
So
these aren't like the were hippos that we've run across before.
no, these GIF. Hold on, let me pull a picture and describe it. These GIF are 5 feet tall and what seems to be old. You guys know where the old British used to wear the red coats. Imagine that in blue, and they have muskets on their side.
All 40 of them?
All 40 of them.
this guy's rich.
I'm not making this up.
We need to find a harbor to dump some tea into.
And all these, they seem to file in pretty orderly around the wall of the building.
If you ask the barkeep nice enough, he might be able to make his food marble shaped.
And leave them basically. And once all 40 fall in, one comes through. You can tell that this one's more important because this one has a monocle, and it also has a lieutenant's tricorn hat. Thank you. Yeah,
I'm taking that.
tricorn hat.
He's part of the gentry.
And this gift looks at everyone in the tavern. Who is the strongest one out of everyone here?
Not me.
As nothing says, all adventurers point towards your table. Everyone points towards your table. Almost all together. And as this gift seems to walk by, this gift pushes the human man just out of the way, as the human's still just looking. And
Don't fuck with Tom.
thank you. And this gift seems to walk up to your table. Flanked by 2 guards.
Like gift guards?
Gift guards.
The
And,
gift guard.
and I can't do this. Let's see. And they seem to walk.
Do the gifts bring gifts?
Unless you want black powder.
I mean,
and
I could hit it fast enough to ignite it.
what's your big fireball?
Bigger fireball.
And so they seem to move up to your table. So you guys are the strongest ones.
Currently, I mean, we're like one of a couple teams, but
Well, they all point towards you. So
yeah. What was wrong?
uh,
Welcome to Waterdeep.
thank you. I've been under mountain for quite a while, but yes.
How did we miss you? Never mind. Go on.
I am. I don't like that name, so I'm changing that name.
Is it Guild Hunter?
It's Matthew now, right?
Now it is.
Guild Slayer.
I am Condable.
Condable?
Condable. Yes.
I like him all.
Thank you. Anyway,
I didn't see.
I.
With your eyes, Bert.
His name's not Bert.
Can I buy you another round of drinks?
Absolutely.
Sure, it's 8 in the morning.
Free alcohol is always welcome.
It is about 8:30 in the morning.
Free
So-
alcohol is always welcome
so-
here in Waterdeep.
So while the gift are still just there, stood on the walls, everyone has kind of gone back to normal conversation. This is an adventuring town. You've seen weirder shit.
Have we?
You have.
We're level 20. We've seen plenty
You've seen plenty of weird shit. And
Oh, that's weird.
That's just a two.
in about a minute or two, you guys get your new round of drinks.
The most expensive drinks he has.
What?
Clean water.
He doesn't drink, but because he's on the job. But
So are you hiring us for a job? Like,
no, I am here to give you some information so you can and then hopefully you guys can lead us to the one in charge of town. We can be hired by them.
and you can be hired by them.
Yes.
Go to the mayor's house. This is a tavern. Why are you looking here?
But they won't answer to us, but if you guys are big enough and strong enough, maybe they'll answer to you.
Their curiosity isn't sated by the fact that you're Hippo Man?
And
I guess
40 of
not.
you?
I guess not. There's
Is this all
more.
of
There's
you?
more.
41.
I was going to say,
There's
is this
more?
all of you?
No, there's more.
So you need somebody to speak on your behalf.
Yes.
To what end?
He's really good at that.
Why should we sponsor you?
You know, the tavern owner here can help with that too.
Why are you here?
Well, we're here because we were down in the Undermountain, and we have a ship down there, but it's currently parked in our commission.
Okay.
Yeah, it's underground.
Yes.
So most boats are parked when they're not sailing.
Right. Well, it's also in disrepair. Anyway,
I think they call that duct.
Anyway, we have some news that this city is about to be attacked by some large-scale creatures.
It is Tuesday.
These two. Yes.
This is Waterdeep, my friend.
Yes. Have you heard of the Tarrasque?
Is this where we make history checks or
You do.
arcana checks?
Either history or arcana. It's not how you see because there's a level fucking 20. But
They're both a +4.
Mine is just +0.
-1.
7.
That's a 20.
it's 20. So hold on, tell me your rolls in a second. I'll wait for 25. What did you roll?
13.
What?
13.
Jesus Christ.
So I rolled what you got. No, I just got a 20.
25, dirty 20 or natural?
30
20, 20.
So I roll much better when I'm behind the laptop of Zealand. I rolled a 7.
Perfect.
10.
10.
8.
22.
If you pass a 10, the 10 are higher.
I know these.
You guys have definitely heard of Tarrasques? Yeah. You guys have definitely heard of Tarrasques before?
Yeah.
Tarrasques are, well, the Tarrasque, which you guys know as just one, is a creature of legendary size, can destroy the world, can't be killed normally, blah, 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 all this jazz. So when you hear him say Tarrasques, with the plural, it's weird. You guys haven't really heard of multiple. But yeah, you guys know that, again, they're huge. It takes a lot to take one down, and multiple sounds bad.
Can I do an insight check? See if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm like, what's a Tarrasque?
28.
Right? He seems honest. He seems and actually within that 28, you can tell that even though he seems to have a calm face, he's freaking the fuck out right now.
Everything is serious.
Even the Hippo Man no offense,
None taken.
knows that how.
How?
All right, let's entertain the idea that this is true. A, we have not encountered Tarrasques, and we are us. And you're saying there's more than one.
That's what the S means at the end of a sentence.
It seems like that would be something we would have noticed. They're not exactly good at hiding.
And multiple.
They aren't from this realm, this plane, yes you could say. The ones that I've encountered. To make it clear, one of our scouts, we were in the Undermountain, and one of our scouts was able to find this entrance, which brought us to a new part of. Doesn't seem like any realm that we've heard of, but this private went to go and find and track these enormous creatures. Fortunately, he passed away.
Was it a Tarrasque related death?
It was not, actually.
Oh.
Lucky him.
But as he went, he found his way to an open peninsula, where 50 or so of these creatures were just staring at a flame, not doing anything. In fact, even when he walked through their legs, they didn't do anything.
50, you say?
Roughly, that's what he says. I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Do
Did
we
he
still
die
have a
of
vote?
delusion?
I don't think so. I hope not.
There's dehydration.
And you say
shit himself enough.
he shit himself into thin. And you say these creatures are coming here to Waterdeep.
Yes, and I have this information because in the Northland Zone there was a tower with the purple flame was standing on this tower, and he was able to climb up the tower where he met a man, a human. He says this human was delusional according to his accounts, but mentioned that Waterdeep would be attacked roughly today. In fact,
Oh, I'm so glad you gave us such fair warning in advance.
no problem.
Fucking Tuesdays.
So they're coming out of this hole in the Undermountain.
I think they're coming through a portal.
Do you know the location of this portal?
What ward are we in?
Castle?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Castle Ward, yes. Mentioned the Castle Ward, mentioned today.
To another ward.
His name was, I think, what are gift stats? Do you have stats?
So we nab one of the archmages and all his students. We start throwing up anti-magic fields. No portal, no Tarrasque.
For now. Until the portal fails. And what then?
We party.
We do our best.
We sail somewhere else, my friend.
I will see you all up in Darmington.
Oh, lovely. I don't know his name, but
Great.
Super.
Insight.
Sounds like a boss to me.
So you bring your men here to speak with the mayor to aid your skills in defense.
yes, we are mercenaries from, well, where we're from. Doesn't say where they're from.
Good plan.
In the mountain.
In the mountain.
I think
Is
it's
it
this,
locations?
the Amazon.
So I know a lovely town up in Icewind Dale that I just hear is completely frozen over this time of year.
Free of Tarrasques.
I just bought real estate here.
Oh, but yes.
Did you get insurance?
The answer is
What's
no.
that?
The answer is no.
I don't think they pay off for acts of angry gods, my friend.
Actually, in this universe, you would really need like in acts of God still influence.
Totally.
But yes, this man killed my scouts,
And how
and
did you get this information?
because he was the one that gets me before he died. Mortally wounded, then he died giving information.
I see.
Loss of blood.
And yes, lots of blood. That's like Chad. I don't care.
It's just like, look, guys, I'm just reading the paper, man.
You know what?
Yeah.
He
Did
seems
you all
honest.
do?
No, right about.
He seems honest.
So if what you say is true, we should warn the citizens. We should inform the town guard and the mayor.
Or we could possibly, if I could have a meeting with the one in charge of the city's defenses too, that'd be perfect.
You think they're gonna give that to you in like 2 seconds?
That's why he wants us to chat, because last time we mobilized the entire city, it was that whole Dracolich situation. Remember?
Yes.
They're still repairing parts of the docks after all that.
Yeah, so it's his job to talk.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we would just bridge them the gap. I mean, and I look around to the 40 hippo men.
And they're all just back to the wall, just muskets out.
I mean, every bit of extra firepower could help
To piss it off.
I see what you did there. Fire
to distract it so that we can kill it.
Right. We're burning.
Daylight.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys do know that being here, you guys know that the city, the one in charge of like the defenses of Waterdeep, the main one in charge is known as Laurel Silverhand. And so you guys can go talk to her if you all agree to.
Sure.
So yeah, easily enough, you guys, because of your repertoire, easy enough, you guys are able to, in about an hour, get a meeting at her estate with you and not all 40. Only about 5 are out with
Him and his like main lieutenants or something.
basically. The ones that kind of corn, but they don't have the tricorn hats, obviously. So
They just have Dewcorn hats.
They're the
Just
hippos. They're the hippos with like the shiniest teeth and the most birds on their shoulder.
yes, but yes, you guys are able to.
Birds have to be seen.
You guys are able to meet with her at Castle Waterdeep. It's in one of the other wards, which
They're very good at naming buildings in this city. It's impressive. The creativity.
Well, they have to, because the building gets destroyed.
It's like Castle Waterdeep the 7th.
That's how
Sorry.
yes, yeah, you guys meet at Castle Waterdeep, and you guys are in a much bigger meeting room with the 6 of you, Cornbull, whatever his name is, main gift with his 5 guards, and Laurel Silverhand has 20 guards with her.
I'll kind of stride forward, I guess. Laurel, nice to see you again. I kind of bow.
It's good to see you all again.
Hey, Lori.
Don't call me that.
So we have another disaster waiting to strike the city that we should bring to your attention.
It's Tuesday.
It's always a Tuesday. So I'd like to introduce our friend who brings information about the imminent demise of Waterdeep yet again.
So he nods and he explains the whole situation to Laurel, and the entire time her face goes from listening to intent to just stages of just what the hell.
That was us.
See, I feel that the rest of us are kind of like, really, like, kind of incredulous about the whole thing. Because, like, we haven't seen a Tarrasque ever, and we're known throughout the lands, and we're the heroes of Waterdeep, and all the other things that come along with being a level 20 character.
We talk to gods.
Yeah, we
pick on the lesser gods.
yeah. So, like, we're kind of the seniors, the senior class.
I mean, I've never heard of one either. So I mean, I've never seen one. I've heard of them. I've never seen them.
Raven Queen.
Not to say that we shouldn't do anything, but
And so then corn. Because I forgot. Is it corn? I forgot my
Cornball?
Oh, condable.
Cannonball.
I'm good at this, guys. Condable says, and we would like to help. He says to Laura and you guys, we would like to help set up defenses and aid with this invasion, but we are mercenaries after all. And he looks to
She's
Laurel.
asking for
And he looks to Laurel. 25,000 gold is enough. And Laurel seems to. And why should I give you guys this at all? And then the gift looks at you guys and
You've done literally nothing to prove us why you were. She paid us that last week. That was for, murdering a giant monster, but you get paid
It
after
was
the
on
fact.
Tuesday. It's present.
yes, well, we can't get paid after the fact if there's no Waterdeep left.
You can't get paid before the fact if this doesn't happen.
You don't have to believe me, but
So also, you're here already. If we're going to be attacked today, you're already here.
and we can leave still.
So, Laurel,
If we let you.
how about we offer a retainer? We give them half. And we, being the city of Waterdeep, not we, you give them half now. And if there's no Tarrasque attack, they give it back. If there is, and we survive, you give them the rest. And I will gladly roll a persuasion on both him and her.
Okay, so just to be clear, she will give him half now,
Half now,
and if there's no attack,
they give it back.
Right.
If there is an attack and we all live, or enough of us live to pay the bills, they pay them the rest.
How
If
did
there's
you?
any left to pay.
How did you get here?
we climb the well.
Okay.
All four of us.
Okay. Well, so first thing we do is we close off that well. And if there is an attack, then you won't need the entrance.
I don't think a sealed up well will stop a Tarrasque.
No, but it might stop our fencer.
You got that stone shape thing, don't you? Not today.
Not that.
If the city of Waterdeep wants to pay to bolster their defenses, then it just aids us if this attack actually happens. So what say you, Laurel?
Make a persuasion check.
Sounds
You have like a plus 40 to this, right?
persuasion is plus 17.
I thought a high DC, but
So
no.
18 plus 17, so
35.
I think you fail. Okay.
Here's my
So,
money.
I'm trying to persuade both him
It's
to
funny.
accept half up front and pay it back if there is no attack, and persuade her to open up the coffers and pay them that half, and in payment in full should there be an attack and we survive. So I'm really trying to persuade both parties to agree to this agreement, to agree to this contract.
She seems to be thinking in her mind. Does anyone want to do anything else before I say what I'm going to say? Do you guys want to try
Just
to
watching the
persuade
man work his
more?
magic.
Anything?
This old half demon man.
I think half is pretty generous. If it were me in Lori's position, you'd get paid like 5,000.
I can try to speak to my god. I've spoken to them before.
What will that do?
I mean, maybe, I don't know how powerful gods are or anything. I believe they're like extremely powerful, but I might be wrong. But if I could be like, hey, my favorite goddess, are Tarrasques coming this way? Yes or no? Is that...
Yes.
I mean,
Are you using a Ouija board?
it's been a week since the last time you contacted your god. Like, we're all on the up and up to call him again if we need a hand.
Pass a note, circle yes or no.
You forget that our lovely Connie here, she's a devout cleric. I mean, if she... Which god do you worship?
Shekel.
Michelle.
No!
I mean, if she needs to call up Meshekel to, like, whoop some Tarrasque ass, Mashaka-laka-hi-maka-hi-ho.
Well,
Maybe it's
well,
maybe it's Mishikal.
well, then,
Oh
well,
no, it's Mashekal now.
That's canon.
well,
Chris Perkins.
how do you call her?
You'd like me to do that now?
Yes.
No, not that. No divine intervention of Mashekal.
No.
Pushing
It
aside.
would be a ritual. I would just need to make my little holy water a minute.
Lori, you don't mind if she sits here and waters up your floor
You guys have done weirder shit.
For an hour.
I make water everywhere, all
You're
the
right.
time.
Yeah.
You guys have done weirder things.
I do
It's
make
worked out
water.
well in the past.
And if I still decide to hire them,
Do you remember that carnival of mind flares? That was weird. That was
if I do decide,
I wonder why.
yes, if I do decide to hire them, I will give you guys 10,000 as she looks towards the gift, and they nod and
I have a question. This is an in-character question.
yes, tomorrow
Cornable?
condable.
Like Carnival without the R.
Condable. What use do you have of this gold down in the mountains anyway?
Use gold. We're mercenaries. We travel around.
I have never ever seen you.
They're really good at stealth. Oh,
Your size betrays your sneakiness, it would seem.
hippos are really aggressive. They're actually good at sneaking up on your boats in the Amazon.
We ninjas.
Hippo ninjas.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Yes, the legendary Amazonian hippos.
I mean, there's
Amazonia.
I'll take 66 psychic
Where
damage.
are
Don't
they?
say I'm not Hear that.
Oh fuck! I fucked up really badly. They're not 5 feet tall. They're 9 feet tall.
Oh, I'm sorry. Disregard all the making fun of us that we have done.
So,
How do you fuck that up? Those two numbers don't look the same.
How do they fit in there?
they're way less cute looking than I imagined. I was looking at these little short, little.
How do you
pudgy
describe them so lame when they look so fucking cool?
No.
He has a pipe and a shotgun. That's badass.
We're talking to an army of rocksteadies from fucking TMNT.
That's going in the tweet. Hashtag TMNT Rocksteady.
Get that Ninja Turtle Twitter.
That's a get the Ninja Turtle fans to follow us. Oh, 7 of them. So yes, we're talking to a army of giant hippo people, which now makes way more sense to pay them gold to help protect us because they're not 5 feet tall.
How do they fit in the well?
It's a really big well.
It's a really, really big well. Like we drink a lot of water at this time. And it's water deep.
4 people drawing water at the same time.
Oh, they're not from Earth. They're from space.
Okay, I'm gonna have to call
And
bullshit.
they came from a well? Is it like, do you get space from
That's the
it?
name of their ship, is the well.
Like in this universe, we have not discovered.
It's from they're from the Asher called the Tears of Saloon.
Okay, but we have
The
not.
Tears of Salute.
Just when the candle fell out, let's put the lid on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just stars action. We've not discovered space travel yet. We just think the stars are like the breathing holes in the jar that God's is keep us
So
in.
they're much more in tech than anything I've ever seen.
And yet they use muskets.
I mean, to be fair, we use crossbows and rapiers. That's pretty
Hey,
base.
dwarves can make robots.
True.
Different realm. Fuck it. It's fine.
Okay, so the Space Marines want to get hired by the guards of Waterdeep to protect us from Godzilla.
I've never heard of the wolf space
Godzilla.
marines. I've never heard of the hippo space marines. Is that part of their new expansion in Warhammer 40?
They're the ones that don't maintain PT standards. They're the ones that they're struggling with weight loss. They're the hippos. The white wolves.
Can you just shoot them with your spaceship?
So an army of kaiju is coming.
Their spaceship from space is stuck in the underdoor.
They
We need
teleport.
your help.
They
Eventually.
teleport.
They
Please collect,
teleported to the wrong spot.
please collect us 10 turnips to fuel our spaceship. Anywho, so Laurel, it seems like these folk would be of good service to the city of Waterdeep. I say that you should hire them and that we should investigate.
Okay.
And with my 35 persuasion, I am sure you will agree.
On a different note, do you know anyone in Icewind Dale who's hiring? Or maybe some lodging for some adventure?
I'm rolling shade tonight. That's good for you guys. Well, actually, it doesn't matter, but
For now,
for now.
you can use all your good spells or good rolls and the shit doesn't matter.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I can find out for you.
Yeah, that's fine. You can teleport us to Icewind Dale, right?
I almost took a teleportation circle. I almost.
Tarrasque. Nope. Okay, bye.
Is anyone else going to try to persuade anything, or is it just?
No one's gonna roll anywhere close to a 35.
Wait, can I have a barrel of black powder?
Ha! Nat 20.
What are you saying there?
Lori, look. The Hippo Men,
Space Marines.
they seem on the up and up. If they say we're gonna get attacked by a giant army of monsters, what else is new for Waterdeep? You should probably at least, you say, Constable, you at least say that the Castle District is where they're going to come out.
Yes, that is.
So I say we at least evacuate Castle District.
Surrounded.
I rolled a 26 for that black powder barrel.
What?
He wants a black powder barrel. He rolled 26%.
That your spacefaring species uses.
Yeah.
Just for now,
Are you sure it's not just a barrel full of lasers?
the musk is just.
Well, they use the plutonium for the spaceship. They have to save the black gunpowder for the guns.
They're from a different realm. Let's go with that for now.
So black
No,
barrel.
you said they're from space.
Yeah, and that's weird.
We're
No,
sticking with that.
that's weird.
Fuck with that for the rest of the night.
Do I
Realm
get my
now.
barrel?
It's space realm.
No.
Space realm.
Space dust.
It's the elemental plane of space.
Is your captain name Whitley?
It's just a far realm.
Very far
Very
realm.
far realm.
Long ago, far, far away.
That you get to through a well in the under
Yeah.
mountain.
In the underspace.
You remember sliders?
In the crawl space.
That's how it happens.
So after you guys are all talking, well, the two of you talking, she seems to.
He's just ignoring you, girl.
He's like, everyone want a barrel.
Okay.
Oh,
Talk to the captain.
oh, that's how the
I'm
quartermaster.
gonna go wait outside,
Constable
guys.
is right here.
She looks at you all. I guess I can do that. I can hire them, and I can muster the defenses I can. Why do we now have people go and evacuate? Why does this happen? You guys should go and talk to other groups seeking their help. If this is what they say, we'll need as much help as we can get.
So, Cornhole, did you know exactly where in the district they are going to be coming out?
I do not, unfortunately.
I know his name's not that, but I'm just saying that, and he's not correcting me, so I'm going to stick with Cornhole. Cornhole, do you know where they're coming out? Or is it just somewhere in the district? It isn't exactly narrowed down.
Somewhere in the district. That's all I know.
I mean, we'll know as soon as they pop up because they'll probably be tearing up the ground with them.
Very true, but I'm trying to think where to best mobilize the forces.
How many men do you bring with you, Cosmonaut?
He seems just.
How is that funnier than Cornhole?
Because he's actually from space.
It's nowhere near his name.
There's 40 of us here now. There's another 20 down there.
Didn't know well.
I love this one shot. This is beautiful.
Commandant, you should probably call your other 20 up here.
I will
What's
get to
the
that
20 in the
now. I will get to that now.
Did they cast an earthquake?
About 20,000 pounds.
As he just nods his head, I will get my mercenaries up here, and we will aid with whatever we need to. And he, as in the 9 foot tall guys do also, not 5 feet, I made a mistake once.
Look at this
Again.
beautiful gift.
See you on the battlefield, calculator.
He says back, no, that's not it at all.
He's not
Why
going
are
to
we
the
giving you
battlefield. We're not going to pay you if you're not going to join us on the battlefield, Constantine.
No, not.
Corn chip?
He seems just.
No, I'm just getting hungry.
Him and his big man seems to walk out, leaving you guys and Laurel. What you guys in Silverhand in the same room?
So Lorelei suggests you mobilize the guards and concentrate it on that area.
They didn't even take their 10,000 gold.
Well, that sucks for them.
So you're saying there's 10,000 gold already retracted from the treasury? You might as well pay us for this. You know we're going to be doing most of the work.
If you guys live, I'm paying you anyway. If you guys live, I'm paying you anyway.
Yeah, but we can prep.
Do you have any ballista or anything that from the wall that you can aim towards the distance?
I have my city watch and my. Oh, let me see what she can do exactly.
Do you have +3 gold?
Let's take more than that.
I'll get mine.
I gave you the extra 260 gold to buy your bow.
That's a +1.
All I'm saying is that we spend the next 2
Why don't you
hours.
just persuade me to get it?
We
I
can
have
spend
8,000 gold. It's okay.
we can spend the next 2 hours trying to spend 10,000 gold.
Silverhand. So you guys know that Laura Silverhand is in charge of City Watch. She's in charge of the walking statues of Waterdeep when they activate. By the
That
way,
sounds like something we can use.
yes. By the way, Waterdeep has about in total 20 walking colossus statues, which can be used for defenses.
I'd say we bring all of those to the castle.
I have those under control. I'm going to bring most of them in the castle ward, though there's some that may appear in other districts. I don't want to risk it.
Question, is that like a finger whipply thing you do? Do you have like a rod?
It's a mind-whipping thing I do, actually.
Is your brain?
Yes.
Man, we are really lucky that a lithid carnival didn't get a hold of you.
That'd be a shame. Neither has.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lori,
Put that down.
Lori, you know we can kill you.
I take out my shield.
I can't touch you.
Is there anything
It's
that
very
can,
I'm in shower since I'm
is there anything that can be done to aid in the
I provide a
evacuation?
meta.
I'm sending different city watch numbers there right now as we speak.
This is all mental.
Yes. But it's actually shit.
It's all in your head.
Alright, but for now, you guys can go and go to the other factions, talk to them. Maybe.
I say we split up.
Um,
Everyone go
to-
to their respective.
to make it clear, in the game terms, you guys will have about each you can meet with one. No, you guys can meet with one guild. You guys can split up between the guilds and the factions. But you guys can go together. There's no like if you two go, that's your meeting till the next chapter. Okay. So the guilds, you guys will know this. You can start with Force Grey. Force Grey and the Greyhands, what they're called. Force Grey is an adventuring. Force Grey is an elite adventuring group made up of different people with different skills and different strengths. Some range to the level 20 adventures you guys do. Others range to only level 5. But they all have their stuff that they're good at. And the Greyhands itself are an elite group of soldiers that are picked from the City Watch and brought it to her specifically.
I don't care about your city. We want this.
The other legitimate factions, I should say, are the Emerald Enclave, which is about nature and about protecting balance in the world and in the order of natural law.
They sound like the ones that would bring this in as a thing. Like the newest Godzilla movie. They're like, we need to wipe out the planet, so let's bring in Godzilla and Ghidra. They're the bad guys. We kill them first, then we fight the Tarrasques.
The Harpers are another one. Harpers they're a guild of nobility and prosperity, and they want most governmental politicians, I should say, are aligned or at least affiliated with the Harpers.
So we lead the Tarrasques to that.
They wanted to build the southern wall to prevent Tarrasques.
There's the Lord's Alliance, which is the Lord's Alliance are mainly more knights, generals of military, they like, what is it?
They do things.
They make sure that justice comes to war. Not too many people are killed, but anyone that opposes the Lord's Alliance should be put 6 feet under. Which is kind of contradictory. And the Zentarian is basically the only legal evil guild, I guess you could say, where like if you go to the Zentarian, you can buy legal hitmen from them, basically. Legal assassins. They're in charge of trade secrets, in charge of different black market goods. You would go to them if you need a king to be murdered legally.
I know where I'm going.
I
I'd go to the
say I would probably go to the one that we want the most,
Right.
which would be like the Knights Guild that we just talked about.
Right. That's why I go to.
Well, we should split up.
Yeah, there's like 43 guilds, right?
Well, first off, 2 of you roll me a history check.
I got a plus 12 on that.
No.
I have a plus
Negative
0.
1.
Plus 10.
It's not 62.
Fuck. 24.
16.
You just barely beat it with a 15 DC.
You roll a 4.
Jesus Christ. So, you two know that there is a mercenary headquarters in Waterdeep. The mercenary group is known as Brengen Dierthi. And they are a very notable group of mercenaries, almost to the point where they can rival your strength and power with the mercenary group. So you guys can also go to him if need be, or go to their leader.
So talk to Brandon and Larry.
No. Brengen Dierthi is the name of the mercenary company. Yeah. The guy, you guys know, you would know the name of the guy. The name of the guy is named Jarlaxi Barney.
Jar Jar Lexi.
Jar Jar.
So if this was Curse of Strahd, we'd be asking you how many silent Ys there were.
There are none.
None.
There are none.
So how many guilds are there?
There are 6 I gave.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it was like there's one for each of us to go talk to.
I didn't even mean for that to happen.
Good thing everybody's good at talking to people, right? No, this one, sweet.
Okay,
I got
so
plus 17.
Who is going to go to what guild?
Alright, so you're going to the one are you going to go to the ones that can rival us, or are you going to go to the first one you talk to?
So, if there's a mercenary guild that can rival us, that would be pretty good. But there's also the Knights one that would be good as well. So
I can go talk to the wrong Knights.
Yeah, I thought he would be.
I'll go talk to the mercenary guild because I could probably talk them to do some pro bono work.
So mercenary guild.
Brandon DeGrassi.
You're going to the
Nature.
Emerald.
Mhm.
So okay, so I'll you guys discuss in like a second. I'll just go around. Start with you, and then we'll go around. So where are you going to go?
What are the name of all 6?
Force Grey, Emerald Enclave, Lord's Alliance, the Harpers, Zentarian, Brengen Dierthi.
Lord, Premier.
So he's going to the Lord's Alliance, Emerald Enclave.
Who do we want?
Brennan,
Because I have plus 11.
Probably
Probably
the
the Lord's-
Lord's Alliance, but what's your persuasion?
9. That's 9.
Okay, so
You want to go? You'll probably go to the Assassins.
Who do we want least?
That's why I'm
But
going.
the lords, the politicians,
The
they're
Harpers.
fucking useless anyways.
I wish just like I wish
Like
just like
eight,
the Harpers. The Harpers do have a military power still. Like not there's so much power, but the Harpers would be good for getting. If you want the lords, they'd be good for getting the word out more for evacuation.
I can go to the Harpers. So if you Assassins, Emerald Enclave, Lord's Alliance.
Brendan Gear,
Good job.
Girthy Brandon.
The Harpers, and then
The Lords.
who's going to Zentarian?
Is that the Assassins?
Assassins. So Zentarian, Emerald Enclave, Lord's Alliance,
Girthy Brandon.
the
No, he's going to the. Wait.
I'm going to the Lords.
We're all gonna
you guys got
die.
Force Grey. Force Grey.
So there's 7 of us.
No, there's 6. Force Grey, Harpers, Lord's Alliance, Zentarian, Emerald Enclave, and Brengen Dierthi.
Yeah, so
He's going to the Nobles.
So he's going to the Harpers.
Sure.
Nobles or Harpers,
I'll go to Force Grey. I
go to
guess.
Force Grey.
Girthy Brandon.
Okay. Girthy Brennan.
Where's the lines?
Where's the lines and wrong players entering. Got it. I need you guys all roll me initiative just to see who's going to be going first.
We're just convincing these people.
Why? Are you sure?
You will willingly go last? You will willingly go last? Or you were going to go last with your
Oh, you get to
No, I
talk
roll.
first.
It's a 3.
Is it 3? Yeah. Okay, well, first off, who has above 20? Wait.
Technically 25, but it's in that 20.
The person out of the group that likes to roleplay the least.
So keep your initiative rolls. Actually, I'm just going to write this down just for sake of.
Yep. My persuasion is going to go as good as this talk.
I mean, worst case, they murder you. Best case, they join us.
So
Somewhere in between would be ideal.
so 20 through 16. Jesus Christ.
It's going to be a long night.
15 through 11.
14.
13.
Yeah, shit.
I know, right? The person with this plus 17 persuasion.
Can I, like, actively get him?
Well, it doesn't
Where-
matter.
You're all going to different
Yeah,
places.
we're all going different places. Everyone's going to take their own turn.
I like ideas.
Wait, I said 10. 10.
Big giant lizard is
10 through 6.
9, 8. Fast.
I have a +5 to initiative.
What's up, 0?
I have a +1. I got 3 total.
Everyone has a +2 initiative, don't they?
You rolled
I don't.
Should.
I mean, we're level
Both
20.
rolled 4.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We're level 20.
This
Okay.
is a shit deck store.
So-
Deck score.
Bob, you're first.
That's one heavy on.
So Bob, you are going to meet with the Harpers.
Good, let me in the front door.
I'm surprised. You may be shitty at talking, but you're still a recognized like fucking archmage from Waterdeep.
You are. So you go to where the Harpers are, which is known as the Light Singer Theater, which is currently where one of the masked lords of Waterdeep are. And as soon as you go in, you see people with the symbol of the Harpers, and which I'm not going to describe because screw that. And you guys, and you're immediately let in.
That's the door.
We're in space.
And as you let in, a man comes up to you and in full plate mail, and he says, "Are you here to talk? Are you here to talk to Mert?" No, that is a leader.
Yes.
Right this way, and he leads you up the stairs. There is currently a show going on.
One little guy.
There is currently it's actually an opera going on right now in the theater. Seems that word hasn't reached you need to evacuate now. So this isn't the castle ward too. So you are led up to a private box where the door opens and you are let in, and sitting there is there are two other Harper guards, and then there is a sitting down is a bigger, more rotund man with what seems to be a Robin Hood type hat, you could say, a darker green, of course.
Monsieur Hood.
He doesn't seem to be wearing any armor, but he does seem to have these bracers on, these golden bracers on, and he has like shorter blonde hair, and he seems to, as you come in, turn to you. Hi, how's your day going? Hi.
Feeling better?
No, I'm gonna do this voice now. Yeah, I would. Now what? That's good. What can I help you with?
Okay, so we both know I'm not good with tactic conversation.
Well, too bad you're gonna be.
Well, I'm going to tell them, but I'm not going to be tactful about it.
Okay.
So we'll get to the point. Apparently there are Tarrasques on the way.
With an S at the end?
Yes, apparently.
Oh,
This is why my day could be going better.
I can believe that. What do you want me to do?
We need your help with A, spreading the word to get people out of Castle District?
Castle Ward.
Castle Ward. That too. And helping bolster. We're going to all guild factions for this. Because the less people dead will be less people paying, well, less people, there'll be more people paying taxes.
Make me a persuasion check.
Come on, where's that 20 I rolled to go first? I mean, it's a 15. It wasn't a 1. It's close.
That would be good and all, but I don't work for free. And who else do you have backing you up on this?
The town guard. We're
Silverhand?
all going at the
You
same
have
time.
Silverhand with you.
Yes.
Yes?
And the hippo people.
And we have a group of mercenaries that are gifts.
Space gifts.
What?
There.
9 feet tall hippo people with muskets.
So sad.
Is it GIF or GIF?
They came from a land down under. They're the ones that scouted the multiple Tarrasques on their way here.
Roll me again with advantage this time.
Good.
10 is the best.
We're so hosed.
No, we're not going to go back.
Why were we not all bards?
That is great and all. I still. I
You will
am
get
sure
my services free for a year.
we have this up the deal.
So that if it's being a one shot, you don't have to actually follow your word.
And again, he's like an archmage.
He is an archmage at Waterdeep.
Yeah, let's go.
People watched him calm meteors.
Boss.
We have a deal. I will get my men. You said it's a castle ward, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Good. Henry, as he
This is weird.
Henry, he points to the guard. Get everyone out of here now. Now.
Oh, over.
As this guard just seems to humble. Yes, sir. As he seems to just go out the door. You.
What are their names?
Do you want? Are you okay? Who did it? Who did it? Do you want us to set up? So we'll help out. We'll help with evacuating. Do you need us to set up defenses or anything?
We'll probably need help with that, with everything else.
I will send some to the city watch.
What is you? Yeah. Was that you last time too?
I was just trying to.
Where is Jesse?
Restroom.
Bio break.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you need as of now?
Not currently, but we will be in touch.
Lovely.
Obviously. I've enslaved you for
And you can, and you may leave now, and I will. And after we finish this battle, I will make sure to. I will make sure to take care of your services. To take care of your services.
Mating hands.
This is where, after the battle, Gabe's character just vaporizes the entire building and everyone that knows about his deal.
The 4 people are like, yes, all of you come here.
Like, hold on.
Teleportation circle.
I still have 1 9th level left.
Just
What are you
sitting
gonna use it on? Meteor sword.
Wait, what wizardry?
like, what deal?
Evocation?
Evocation.
Just use on top of yourself and just nothing.
What deal?
You can
So,
get him to
of
cast
the people
modify number.
not currently peeing, who's next?
You.
Sweet.
Next. So. Oh, there you go. So you say that you're going to the.
I was going to the Brendan
Brendan Yeti.
Yeah.
I like the name a lot.
Brendan Year. The mercenary guild, essentially, right?
So you go to where you go to more of the outskirts of this metropolis. So you're able to get there quickly because you can charter bus, or and then you can get one of the city watch to take you there. So you do that, and you get to after the town where a bigger establishment is. And the walls are aligned, and the outer walls are lined with purple and gold. And as you enter, the gates basically open up for you as they've heard of you too. And as you're walking in, you see different races: human, elf, drow, even dragonborn, all that. And they seem to look at you for a second, look you over, and then go back to their own business. And immediately you're brought inside, and you're brought to the office of Tarrasque, where Tarrasque is a Tarrasque is a drow himself, and he and he's adorned in gold and purple stud leather, a old swashbuckler's purple hat. He has an eye patch on one left ear, and he seems to have a bracer with it seems to be daggers all around it. And he's also holding a rapier. And he seems to, as you enter, he looks at you. Welcome, my friend. How can I help you today for stopping by? Have you finally accepted to take my offer of joining us?
Not yet, Tarrasque. I was actually hoping you would join us.
What's the catch?
Your lives? The lives of everybody in Waterdeep. Not much of a mercenaries guild if there's no one to hire you, is there?
Do go in depth.
I know. Is there like a chair or anything?
There is, yeah.
Alright, so, because I'm not going to stand while he's sitting.
Yeah.
I'm totally just going to like pull up a chair.
And he isn't paying. He won't share his.
What would you say if there was a Tarrasque coming to attack Waterdeep?
I'd say that I'm moving.
What would you say if there were multiple Tarrasques?
I'd say that
Waterdeep.
I will leave the forgotten, the Faerun forever, and I'll make do in the astral plane.
What of your men? Because that is exactly what is coming. We have word from a reputable source. We are to be attacked today by not one, but several Tarrasques. We are trying to assemble an army for the defense of Waterdeep, for the defense of this plane should we fall. And I seek your guild's aid. We're seeking out the backing of all of the guilds. We already have the town guard sworn to help.
Oh.
The enemy should appear in the castle ward. That is our first line of defense. My compatriots are talking to the other guilds as we speak. But your guild rivals the power of our group. And I fear that without your group, Waterdeep stands no chance at survival. With your group, I put the odds at even. I'm not an optimistic man.
So let me get this straight. We have multiple Tarrasques with an S coming.
Multiple S's in Tarrasque.
Yes, there are.
Tarrasques.
Like 5.
You want my help, and you already have the town guards, which is always a plus. You have having the backing of the Lord of Waterdeep herself. Still, multiple Tarrasques, that's not everything. You don't hear that every day.
So, let me ask you a question. How is it that a mercenary group gains popularity and fame? Is it by running or is it by fighting and winning?
You already know the answer.
Imagine the wealth you would be able to obtain if your mercenary group was part of the group that brought down not one, but several Tarrasques. There would be no price too high to obtain the services of you and your own. This task pays for itself. And even better, should some of your members fall, whatever profit comes from the end glory, split amongst less people.
As you're talking, he seems to be taking a drink. In fact,
Taking a drink of an orange drink.
definitely.
Fanta.
Fanta.
Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna?
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
See,
Well, the
36.
The DC was 20, so
I would have had to roll a 3 or less to fail that.
great.
So to be clear, I'm trying to talk him into pro bono, throwing his whole guild to the defense of Waterdeep
Yes.
for the return of fame and glory and the spread of reputation for the mercenary guild.
I guess I can throw in my group. What do you need of us?
But the first task is to clear the castle district. I believe others are already set to that task. So we need to create a protective ring around it. One that will close should the enemy appear. No sense in setting up a signal. It'll be a Tarrasque.
Yeah.
We will be there. We will be battling it. We'll need everyone available to come to our aid. And they said Tarrasques, this is plural. It's really hard to pluralize that word. So once one comes, there will be more. I will need your continued aid to the end. And should we be victorious, I will personally sing tales of the might and the combat prowess of you and yours on every stage that I can reach.
He stands up. You better go back to the castle wood. I will deal with my men here, and we will send them over.
I stand up and I extend a hand.
He
Like, I'm not that tall.
He shakes your hand.
Tell us your meat gun.
And he stabs you. Why?
Pretty
He's also level 20. So
So I'll make my way out. Now, is there like a tavern or anything in here? Like, do they have like a little bar
they
inside?
do have their own personal bar and their own personal ale.
I walk up and I throw 100 gold in the bar. I say, a round for everyone willing to join the fight. Without saying anything else, I just walk out.
Walk out, and as you walk in here, oh, and you hear, and you already hear that, and then as soon as you leave, you already see people seem to look at you, and they seem to look up to where the office is as Jarlaxley comes out, and he starts barking out orders in undercommon.
One word. Tarrasques.
It's like, I come back to 99 gold, still have the tab.
Everyone else quit.
Yeah. It was like, we have sudden influx of turnip farmers in the Waterdeep.
So you have that. You have the backing of Greg and DRT.
We're two
the
for two.
Harpers. We're two. We're gonna backtrack because Jesse's in the bathroom. We are now at Favarot.
Favarot.
You went to the Lord's Alliance. The Lord's Alliance, the man who you know to talk to, is actually in the yawning portal. He has his own room.
Perfect.
So you go to him, and once you get to the third floor, where all the bigger rooms are,
Plate armor, stairs.
yeah, you see that on the door all the way, I think, all the way at the back of the hallway is flanked by two Lord's Alliance guards. And you immediately go up, and they seem to they don't hold the weapons. They know who you are. Can I help you?
I am here to talk to him.
Oh, what's his name? Jalester. Jalester Silvermane.
I'm here to talk to Jalester.
Oh, yes. Come on. Do come in.
Appointment.
As he seems to open the door for you, and you are allowed in. No guards follow you, and in there, seemingly drinking on his own, in fact, is is Joseph Silverman. He is a man who looks in his mid-20s, has short brown hair, seems like your typical guy walking down the street. Really nothing that really makes him stand out. He's not even wearing really plate armor at this point. He's wearing just chainmail that is here. No weapons on him that you can tell. Yes, he seems to look up.
Morning.
What can I do for you?
Surprised you weren't taking downstairs with us. Just seen all the gift that came in.
The who?
The gift. The hippo people.
What? I see that in my dreams. What? They have a name?
Gift?
Huh.
They're pretty tall. So we have a problem.
Isn't everybody?
Yeah, I suppose.
Just taking drinks while you're talking.
Do you know of Tarrasque? It's a bit of a
Chokes on his drink.
a bit of a big problem.
S?
Yes. Isn't Tarrasque like some ancient creature that is summoned when the world is about to be its apocalypse?
I guess.
It's been calm lately, and you guys have been doing your thing, so I haven't.
But it seems there's not just one. Someone from these gifts said they had a scout that saw 50 staring at a flame, and they apparently are going to attack you. Right? That was here, right? Castle Ward?
You can hear just a loud, just.
And so we're looking for help and to protect this area.
I'm not sure I could get my men in time, but roll me a persuasion check.
23.
Guys are doing well tonight. Doing really good tonight.
We're using it all now. Later on, when it's Combat V Tarrasque, it's going to be like, I rolled a 3. Nice. Squish.
I'll just keep all at once sniping our own people in the back of the head.
Ow! Ow!
None of us
ow.
died in Tarrasque. We all died in friendly fight.
That's
And Tarrasque just standing back like,
I'll go do my thing over here. You guys deal with each other.
I got the ability to take care of each other.
Do you know how long we have?
Nope.
Let's say about 3 hours.
Oh.
Oh, is this Ross from Friends? Hi guys.
Hi guys. Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It'll be somewhere.
I'll see what I can do, my man.
Alright.
And with that, he just passes out.
Just walk up to him like,
Seems super reassuring.
less restoration.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what else spells that?
It is. Second level.
So I mean, he's not poisoned anymore, but he's still asleep.
You just took away his drunkenness, so he wakes up without a hangover.
Yeah.
So he's still asleep. But he just
wake up. Flick him in the back of the head.
Alright.
so
And I just walk out. Look at the guys like, good luck. Just keep on walking.
what? Why? What? Why?
He'll let you know.
Wake him up and he'll tell you.
And while you're walking, the door opens. One of the guys says, "Sir, can you?" Fuck, you're asleep. And he just shuts the door. Yeah.
Cool.
So as you you head to Force Gray, which you know that the woman in charge is named Vajra Safar.
Vajra Safar.
Vajra Safar. She is known as the Black Staff, and she's and she's where, and again, like where I said that Silverhand is in charge of all the fences. If Silverhand has any questions, she goes to her. Silverhand goes to Safar. You can arrange a meeting with her in Blackstaff Tower, which is in the castle ward too, because everything is.
Everything important.
So you make your way to the front door. It's a very nice courtyard, very nice tower, and before you even knock, the door opens up to a small gnome who seems to be in black butler's clothing. How can I help you today?
I made an arrangement. Arranged a meeting with BS. Come on, little guy. You know me. You know I wouldn't even come here if there wasn't something important.
Good morning, Kenneth. Come on in. She's just finished dealing with a request from outside forces, so I think she has time for you for now. I see heads on it. You follow. And you go up a big staircase. And as you pass down, there are two of her gray hand guards, soon to be in gray plate with what seems to be FG on the shoulders. And
You'll get your black armor soon enough. Don't you too worry.
As they pass, they're between them. They don't seem to acknowledge you really. But there are 4 soldiers in between them with a gold and white armor, plate armor, and you haven't seen this armor before, but it seems to have a V on the sides of the shoulders. And as they look down, and as they walk past, there really is they don't pay any mind, but you just pass by them. And then so you go to the office where the office. And doors open up, and the office is a bigger office with on one side of the room is her desk, her books, her alchemical equipment. And in the middle there is a large map table with as you enter in, Safar is like looking at these maps of. You can tell one is Waterdeep, one is a city known as Daggerfall, and one is an unknown. And she's not looking at him. Kenneth?
VS. It's been a while.
Has indeed.
How you been?
Stressed.
Oh,
Very
wow.
stressed. Dealing with those men. Not fun.
Okay. Those men? Who's those men? Those guys out there?
The ones that walked by you, yes.
I can like.
No, they're asking. I don't have the time to give them the reinforcements they need from other outside forces, but here they are.
Can they give you reinforcements?
No, they have to get back to where they're from. ASAP.
Okay, well, listen, VS. I've got good news and I've got bad
Tell me the bad news first.
news. Are you sure?
What could go wrong? There can't be anything worse than what I had to deal with now.
The destruction.
Let's go with the good news first.
Okay.
I'm about to solve none of your current issues, which I'm guessing range in a couple hundreds. None of those are going to matter. All of those are going to be out of your mind, not even a thing. You ready for that? How does that sound?
Sounds like a miracle, but I
Good.
don't like where you're going.
Good. Then the miracle is that several Tarrasques are about to get portaled into Waterdeep Castle District, and all of your other problems don't matter anymore.
Fuck's sakes, Kenneth.
I didn't do it. Look, the hippo men told me that there's going to be some monsters.
Hippo man?
They're hard to miss. You haven't received any
No,
notes?
I thought they were in Under Mountain, not here.
Well, they came out there well.
What the fuck?
Also, how were we the last to know that there are hippo men? You know what? Tarrasques are coming. Look, we've already got Lori. We're working on the other guilds. She's already called in the Colossi. She's taking this seriously, and I think you need too.
I know, but I was requested to send my 4th grade to Barovia, and
Yeah, except for Barovia doesn't matter. And you deploy your men, they're not here. There's not going to be a Waterdeep for them to come back to. Your men are needed here, and if you can get those guys back here with whatever they got,
roll me a perception check with advantage.
Eight.
Good thing about advantage though, because I would have won too.
Such good role
No.
She seems to talk over just. She seems to run her mind when another guard seems to come through. This guard doesn't seem to be the plated armor that we saw earlier. This one seems to be in a green trench coat, more tan skin, and black shaggy hair, and he seems to look up. Safar, you men have already left for Barovia.
excuse me, we were talking.
Yes, good for you. You men have already left for Barovia, and and you can put some men to spare, but the majority has gone to help that army in Barovia.
How far are they gone?
I mean, they teleported too.
I'm sorry, there was dice rolling. What did you say?
They teleported too.
And teleport them back.
It's one of their mages. They shouldn't come back.
Then tell them, you have mages here. You didn't send your whole mage force. Send a message.
And he seems to like scratch his head, and Safar says, "Did you send all the mages?" And the guy's just. And he turns and leaves.
So far, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
This is Waterdeep. You don't have one mage that you know that can use sending?
Oh, let me see her stats. Hold on. Time stops. All that jazz.
I almost took sending. But then I was like, fine, trust. We don't need to talk to each other.
So, as Kenneth is getting a bit more irritated, there's like some smoke that starts to build around his body here and there.
Taco Tuesday.
Listen, I will get back. I'll get in touch with them, but I'm not sure how long it will take for them to come back.
You better hope it takes no time at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. This isn't I'll get to it.
I'm doing once you're gone, I will figure it out.
That's not an option.
I need to talk to them.
Talk. So you've got somebody.
I can find somebody from there.
You better find them now.
I'm going to.
I don't know if you quite understand the brevity of this situation.
I do, but I can't do much without it takes time. I know you can't really cast magic, but I need time. And I don't know how they are on their side. I will get to it, Kenneth. I will. And I'm going to do that once you leave. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to get to it when Tarrasques are attacking. I'll furnish your fucking help. But I'm going to get to my men.
See that you do.
She seems to just go back to her table and just. What language do you speak?
All.
That's right. Duh.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah. So So in Giant, you just hear her mutter, just, "I'm gonna kill Leger. You don't remember him?
I don't even remember what he looks like.
Like the mages are gonna send back like met Victor, way more convincing. Good luck.
I'll just look back. I can do it for you if it means this will speed up.
I'll throw him in the middle of a Tarrasque in Giant, and he can just die then." And you hear from far away, "I can speak Giant."
No one asked you.
Fuck. Yeah, she's just sitting there, just.
Yes. After all this is over, let's go get that drink.
After all this is over, I'll need a few drinks.
I know a great place in town. Let's hope it's not the only place left in town.
Yeah, so you head out, still her just. You don't see that. You don't see that Ajar guy at all. He's just hidden.
I'm behind him too.
The gnome butler seems to walk you back out.
Hey, little man, you wouldn't happen to know sending, would you?
I don't know anything.
You don't want to talk. There's that.
I can't cast magic. I'm sorry.
They're that way. Neither can I.
Can I have a drink too? Whatever you want that. You're pretty cool.
Later.
You just walk away awkward.
Restraining order.
I just gently place my hand on his shoulder. Stunning strike. What?
Fucking neck.
His con save is -1.
Oh, good.
It's like when you actually stun killed an NPC game.
I almost
Shut up. Almost done.
Okay.
Still
That is you.
Until you actually stop.
Sorry, guys.
Aethel,
I was hoping I could also get an intimidation because I get advantage on those, but
you had to be a 13.
I might have with stuff with an intimidation.
So you are going to the Zentarine. Zentarine is also the young portal, so you guys actually walk together, you two. And you guys split as you go upstairs and you go into the back room of the bar.
It's like, alright,
Into the tap room. And from there, you know that the man in charge is named Davil Starsong. He's also a half elf, long blonde hair, blue. It seems to be blue and green bard's clothes. And he seems to have a loop strapped across his back, and so when you get to him, he's sitting there. He's standing there just sipping wine, just looking around. Welcome.
Starsong, I have been dying to meet you. You have no idea.
I've been dying to meet you.
See,
God.
finally got around to this.
Finally, what can I do for you today?
I wish it was under better circumstances.
I don't like that.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it either, but we have a problem. The city has a problem.
Okay. What's the problem? What can't be that bad?
Brace yourself.
Shit.
So, this morning we were visited by some hippo musketeers.
Oh, the gift outside. I saw that.
Yes.
Get
yes.
over tears.
That was interesting. I didn't hear the whole conversation because I was busy dealing with things. What's your passive perception?
Oh, 11.
Cool. You don't hear anything.
It's good that you don't see the lady at the table.
Hey, morale is important.
Okay, they came in, they visited, they talked to you, I presume?
Yes, they talked to us and my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we made our way to the city guard to talk to Silverhand. Right? That's
Yes.
Silverhand. Okay, yeah. Apparently there are... Have you heard of Tarrasques?
Never plural, but I've heard of one.
Apparently, we have the plural problem on our hands.
Okay.
I know that you and the fellow men and women, you're not generally frontline fighters and such like that.
No, can't say you are.
But for this situation, everybody's gonna need a pitch in.
Okay. And not that I'm doubting you or anything, but how is you believe that this is real? It's from some hippo people? Why can't you just... Why? How is it real? Why can you trust it? I mean, one Tarrasque is something insane. Multiple Tarrasques doesn't sound like it's it.
Yeah, I didn't think so at first.
Sounds like a module.
Shut up.
Yeah, I didn't believe the whole thing at first. I thought they were pulling our chain or something. But then I thought, these gifts that we never see, why would they show up with the 60 of their buddies just to play a trick on us about Tarrasques attacking the city? And then
Because it can be funny. I mean, that putting a whole city on fire and nothing happening, that's pretty fun. And with that, they can take advantage of open shops, evacuate shops. You don't know.
well, but then they'd have us to deal with, and that would definitely be a problem. And they already knew to come to us with this, so I don't think they would fuck with us.
Give me a persuasion check. Is that...
Yes.
Not a one. Not a one.
13.
While I am just loving this conversation, I'm not going to waste my men on some rumor. And I don't, and it's not that, like, I'm doubting you, I'm doubting the gift. I promise. Maybe another time, I would gladly bring my services in aid of the legendary group of adventurers. It's one of the few that we have in this town.
The black spiders.
Well, just so you're aware, apparently they're coming from right under the yawning portal. So, we're going to be waiting outside. So you might not want to be waiting inside.
Good to know, and I will evacuate when I finish my wine. And he turns, and there's about 10 barrels of wine.
You're gonna die.
Wine or Tarrasque?
The Tarrasque will be drunk. This is like
Can be poisoned.
Well,
alcohol is not poison. Thank you very much.
Actually.
It's called alcohol. It's called
I
alcohol
choose
poisoning
to
for a reason.
disbelieve.
It's called alcohol poisoning for a reason.
He's drunk right now, too.
Oh.
It was.
Well, it's drunk.
You can have a glass if you want.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just glad that I did get to meet you before you die.
Yes. Oh, yes. And when you don't die, I'd love to drink with you one day.
I'm not going to hold my breath.
as you leave. And so hold on. So you passed.
We started off really strong.
I passed because I offered my services.
You fucking really
You
passed.
gave up your b-hole for a year.
We need some dead people if that happens.
Okay. Lastly,
You didn't offer any speculation.
Connor. you make your way to Emerald Enclave. Emerald Enclave, where the station is in the gardens of, hold on, I'm going to butcher this. That sure that easy. The gardens of Falconmere.
Falconmere?
Falconmere.
Okay.
In the southern ward. In the southern ward. In the southern ward.
Okay, so not the castle ward.
Not the castle ward, the southern ward. So so it takes the longest to get there, for instance, why you're last.
Okay.
You head in, and as you get to the gardens, there are many different other chambers filled with different druids tending different types of plants or animals. But you're led to one, which is this very beautiful garden with exotic flowers, and it seems to be a more artificial sky. You can tell with the magic capabilities you, and you don't see anyone, but around the garden you hear, "Welcome.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to have you here again. How can I help you, Kama?"
So as you know, I am Kana, and I have a request. Something unnatural seems to be happening, and it seems to be very bad. So the ancient creatures, the Tarrasques, there's about 50 that have been summoned, and it's apparently we have word that they're going to be coming to Waterdeep, specifically the castle ward, in today.
You hear just a chuckle. And what would you like us to do?
If there's anything you can do, any aid, any other creatures to help fight, just to balance out this unnatural destruction of everything. Anything you can do will help.
The Tarrasque is definitely a problem to me and my organization.
And there's multiple.
That's never good.
One's never good.
50 super not good.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage because you brought up unnatural so many times, and that. Unnatural. Is that good or bad?
9.
Fuck, guys!
Again, started off super
Well.
strong. You say.
Just sort yourself out. Like I did.
While I would love to help, there's not enough claim to what you say.
I don't know if you know. I was not really aware of the creatures. They're the Gith, they're hippo humanoids. They come from Undermountain with word that they saw it, and I don't know if you trust them at all. And also, you know, my God wills me, and my God just wants help.
And while that is lovely and just perfect, I'll think on it.
I appreciate you thinking about it, and if you could help at all or evacuate, make sure this garden doesn't get destroyed.
Oh, I will. I promise you that, Dylan. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, please think on it. Thank you.
I shall indeed.
Okay, can I roll one more persuasion?
No, you cannot.
No!
Should have just had a plus 17 like I did.
So with that,
For charisma being my dumb stat.
you leave the gardens. So you pass.
306. 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, you guys all meet back up at the tavern, getting a game plan ready.
Guys, that went great.
And
So we're meeting at the tavern where they're supposed to pop out of the ground.
so let's talk in the no, I assume you guys are gonna meet there for your like game plan, which
Okay.
we'll talk about over a break because we are going to take a break here.